happiest place to be on a fine summer's day. Watching o'er the wildflowers that ne'er do decay. Oh, the hairy lofty pheasant are quite plain to be seen, making homes for their young around the cliffs of Dunedin. So fare thee well to Dunedin, fare thee well for a while, and to all the fine people I'm leaving behind, to the streams and the meadows where late I have been, and the high rocky slopes of the cliff twice to make up for it.
All right, how about another hand for She Yin?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We're going to take just a second here to reset the stage. We've got one more set of music for you, and while folks are getting set up for that, I'll go ahead and let you know some of the other stuff that's happening around here. This is a big weekend for Big Stone Gap. There are lots of people in for the Powell Valley Shindig. Is anybody here for their class reunion here tonight? No. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, they're missing out, I guess. But anyhow, if once you spend, I know all of us are coming back tomorrow, of course, to enjoy the festivities and the music here at Home Craft Days, but tomorrow evening in downtown Big Stone Gap, there's going to be a big celebration for the Powell Valley Shindig, which will include a square dance down on the streets. I'm going to call a square dance, and the band, the Pine Mountain Rail Splitters, who are performing here tomorrow during the day, are going to be playing. So y'all come down at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening in downtown Big Stone. After everything wraps up here, come down to the Visitor Center. We're going to be square dancing and having a big time down there. Not to mention that music and crafts start up here tomorrow at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. There are over 100 vendors here, food and crafts and music. Sheegan's going to be performing again. There's some great groups here all weekend long. Some great clogging teams are going to be present as well. So y'all come enjoy that. We're going to keep getting set up here for the ETSU Old Time Pride Band. I'm really, really proud to be an alumni of that program and so excited that we could bring them here this year and have them be part of this festival. Suella was always very, very supportive of that program, and this institution still is. So,
well, Tyler, I got to tell people, you know, things changed so much. When we first started this Mountain Empire Home Crafts Days Festival last year, or last 46 years ago, last year, yeah. You know, it was a little different. When you wanted to learn how to play music, you had to find somebody who's playing music, and hopefully they'd let you sit around and watch them play, and maybe drag your instrument out there, and you could get them to show you some stuff. But things have changed just so much in the last few years. I ain't got any more graduates from East Tennessee State University in here. Anybody here? Just me and you, right? Just the two of us. Well, and Tyler. That's right. But when I graduated from East Tennessee State University, they didn't have the wonderful program that they have over there, the bluegrass, old time, and country music program over there. And when Home Craft Days started, we wouldn't have imagined that 46 years later they would have the classes here on the campus where you can actually go and you can take lessons. You can learn from masters who have learned from masters, and it's not just an academic study, it's a practical study. You're doing it, you're playing, you're probably going downtown playing along with Tyler at the dance band, getting out there and just making music with people that just like you that love this music. So Tyler, you're a proud graduate of East Tennessee State University, and why don't you tell them all about these folks here and bring them on?
That's all right. So we're so excited to have the ETSU Old Time Pride Band with us. I was really fortunate to get to be a member of this group for several years during my time at ETSU, which wasn't too awfully long ago, but it's been a couple of years now. We wanted to bring the ETSU group here because you may not know, Mountain Empire Community College several years ago started a certificate program in old-time music studies. So you can take courses in guitar and banjo and festival planning and Appalachian music history and culture and Appalachian studies. You can learn all of that stuff here and get a 2-year certificate program. And our dream for quite a long time, Suella began this dream, and Michael Gilly and several of us in that program are still hoping to continue developing that program, hoping that it'll continue to grow until we can launch an associate's program, at which point we would like to form a partnership with ETSU to give students here who so many take part in our jam programs, the Junior Appalachian Musician programs, and our summer programs like Mountain Music School. We want to give them a path forward that they can study music at a higher level, perhaps here at Mountain Empire Community College, and then be able to transfer on to East Tennessee State University, where they can take their love and their passion for their culture and their music and turn it into a career if they like, which is a really, really wonderful thing that I... That's right. When I first said that I wanted to get into old-time music, everybody warned me that you'll make tens of dollars playing banjo, so... And it's true, but I can attest it's a really wonderful life and a really great program over there at ETSU. So I'm going to hush up. It's time to dance and play some music. So please make welcome the ETSU Old Time Pride Band.
Doug, I'm going to move this over just a little bit to the right, if that's all right. Get a little more banjo action here. We're going to play a whole bunch of dance music tonight, so I hope some folks will get up and shake a leg. Last chance of the evening. Yeah.
Is that clap for the last chance of the evening part, or for the dancing part?
We're also going to play a bunch of local music tonight, like this one here. This comes from old man Cowan Powers from over in St. Paul, not too far from here. Yeah? I'll tell you more about him in a little bit.
Fiddle and a shoestring bow. Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe? Short-tailed rabbit and a long-tailed crow. Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe? 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 Mama had a baby who cried when he was born. Put him in a barrel and called him New Crack Corn. Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe? Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe? Fiddle and a shoestring bow. Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe? Short-tailed rabbit and a long-tailed crow. Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe? Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe? Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe?
All right, welcome, folks. Thank you. This is the ETSU. We are the ETSU Old Time Pride Band. And I think this is the last show that we're going to play under that name. We're changing the name of this band. Not really sure to what. We just feel like we need to move. We thought about, what were the names?
Old Time Ramblers?
Yeah, maybe the ETSU Old Time Ramblers. Maybe the
Open Forum. What you guys think the name should be?
the Red Plaid Boys and Anissa? Nobody likes that one.
Yeah, not much of a crowd response there.
Anyway, we're happy to be here, and it's our first time playing Homecraft Days. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Todd, and good to see some old friends. And we meet every week for 3 hours in a classroom over at ETSU and work on this old-time music. We learn pretty much everything that we play in this band from old records. And I'll tell you a little bit more about why we do that. That's The old 78s, the music from the 20s and 30s is kind of our textbook. And we enjoy digging deep and finding out the history of these tunes and the players and whatnot. So that's what you're in for. A bunch of stuff from right around here, even from Big Stone Gap itself up ahead. So onward. How are we doing so far? Yeah? Okay. All right.
Alrighty. Get us kicked off there, Roy.
1, 2, 3.
When I was a rude and a rambling man, I bought my ticket to Birmingham. To Birmingham, I paid my way, and I spent my money in a gambling way. I hadn't been there about a week or so, till I married me a wife that troubled my soul. To support that girl so fine and gay, I took to robbing on the road's highway. I robbed that train, I do declare. I robbed it on that public square. Sunday night, while roaming round, I robbed it all, 10,000 pounds. To die, and many pretty girl for me will cry, but all their cries won't save me or free me from this gallows tree. My mother says she's left alone. My sister said she'll weep and mourn. My sweetheart says she's now despairing, with no diamond ring on her pretty hand. But when I'm gone, don't you bury me at all, but pickle my bones in alcohol. Place a marble slab at my head and feet, and tell my baby I'm fast asleep. Well, thank you, friends, for coming out and being with us, and thank you for that nice round of applause there. That's the Rude and Rambling Man, courtesy of Tom Ashley there. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and introduce this young lady playing the fiddle back here. She's going to be switching around a lot. We're going to be doing a lot of switching around. We're kind of short-handed, and there's a lot of instruments to be played, but that's the spirit of old-time music, and we're going to capture that. But all the way from Boone, North Carolina, she plays normally with a band called Strictly Strings, and they were selected to play at the National Folk Festival a while back, if I'm not mistaken. And then representing the state of North Carolina, good hand to have around. That's Anissa Burnett back there on the fiddle. Gonna come around and do you a tune from John Dykes from down around Kingsport Way with the Free Little Bird.
Thank you.
So this one comes from John Dykes. Anyone heard of John Dykes? Fiddler John Dykes? 3 of you? Well, he had about the most powerful dance band around here in the 20s. He was from Kingsport. His whole band was from right around there. Fiddling John Riley Dykes, Hub Mahaffey, and Myrtle Vermillion. Sorry, I'm kind of breaking in here because we want to play a Free Little Bird, but I'm really excited about this band. And not many people know much about old Fiddlin' John Dykes. We are hot on his trail. That's part of what we do up in our offices is try to find out about more of these old fiddlers who tend to have disappeared. But this comes from him, the Free Little Bird. 1, 2,
I'm as free a little bird as I can be, I can be. Free little bird as I can be. But I'll build my nest in a weeping willow tree where the bad boys cannot bother me. Well, I won't build my nest on the ground, on the ground. Won't build my nest on the ground. But I'll build my nest in a weeping willow tree where the bad boys cannot tear me down. I'm as free a little bird as I can be, I can be. Free a little bird as I can be. Well, I'll build my nest in a weeping willow tree where the bad boys cannot bother me. Well, I won't steal no honey from the bee, from the bee. Won't steal no honey from the bee. But I'll steal me a kiss from my sweet darling's lips, and I'll fly away across the sea. I'm as free a little bird as I can be, I can be. Free a little bird as I can be. But I'll build my nest in a weeping willow tree where the bad boys cannot bother me. Thank you.
All right, what do we got here? Any questions? I don't want to get too bogged down in all the history of this music. You probably hear a lot of that, but we are way into it. And this next tune is called "The Bucking Mule," and we picked this up from J.D. Harris. Fiddlin' J.D. Harris, he was really the kingpin fiddler up on what they call the Laurels, the North Carolina, Tennessee line up there by Flag Pond. Anybody even know about Flag Pond, Tennessee? Did anybody go to our Fiddlers Convention this year? Nobody. Well, so we had the first annual Upper East Tennessee Fiddlers Convention this last April. It's a partnership between the Department of Appalachian Studies, where I teach, so myself and my buddy Tim Ferris. He's a park ranger at the new Rocky Fork State Park up there. And we had it in the old Flag Pond School. And we thought we'd be lucky if 200 people came. And we had almost 1,000 people in year one. And that's a big deal. We're happy about it because Fiddler's conventions have been going on since the 1700s. So next April, last weekend in April, if you're not going to Merle Fest, then come to the East Tennessee, Upper East Tennessee Fiddler's Convention. It's fun. We're doing 2 nights this year. We're going to do a square dance on Friday night, and then Saturday we have dance competition, fiddlers competition, old time banjo, singing, something else. Did I say dancing? Probably already said that. 4 or 5 categories. So it's a big old time. But anyway, I digress for just a second. J.D. Harris is kind of the reason we started this. There are 6 known recordings of this man, and he influenced everybody around these mountains, especially over on the North Carolina side. And Corbin Hazlett, who will be here tomorrow with Sarah Lynch, he was out rooting around in flea markets, and he found a 78 of J.D. Harris that no one in the world knows existed. 2 tunes, and in our world, that's like striking gold. And really, that 78 RPM record's probably worth $5,000. And it has a big gaping hole in it, and it's still that valuable. And we took it up to Boone, and they put it on a laser machine, and we took it down to Atlanta, and they spun it on an old 78. So we have 2 new recordings of this guy. So we're pretty excited about that. So this is kind of, I can't really get close to what J.D. Harris did, but this is a tune we learned straight from his one of his records, 1924, up in New York. This is called the Bucking Mule.
I guess I'm going to talk now. Anybody buy any crafts today? That's not great for a crafts fair, that dead silence. Wait a minute, what? Oh, tomorrow. Well, that might explain it then. It'd be a little weird if you guys were buying crafts today. All right, well, tomorrow, buy some crafts. I like baskets, so don't own any baskets, but I like them. But if I was here tomorrow, that's what I'd be buying.
What's your favorite thing about baskets?
They're functional.
What do you like to put in baskets?
Bread. Why bread? I don't know. I like bread. Okay, so maybe I should introduce someone. That might be a little bit more productive than talking about baskets. So, oh man, this really didn't line up. I was gonna wait for a song, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So we have a resident from Hawkins County. We're gonna do a song down the road, and this is gonna make sense. It's all gonna come together. It's like one of those movies that you just can't figure out till the end. But it's not a plot twist, I don't think.
It's all there, I think. Yeah.
No, I think a plot twist is like when you didn't expect it. You'll expect this, but then you'll figure it out and it'll make sense. But so it's about jail and it's about Hawkins County, and apparently they've got a really unique like drunk tank that's got some crazy colors in it. And so far he's been the only one to be able to describe it to us. So I don't know what that says about him. But it's from Church Hill, Tennessee, which is in Hawkins County, I think. And I mean, that introduction would have made no sense if he wasn't. His name is Nathan Sykes on the guitar. I would have said red shirt, but that would have helped you out none.
Alrighty, well, thank you for that introduction there. We're going to get on a tune here from two fellows from right around here in Big Stone Gap, Virginia. A fellow named Bird Moore, who traveled all around the South, played with folks all the way from Georgia. He recorded with Earl Johnson on OK and recorded some of his own records with a fellow named Melvin Robinette, who was from just right around here. And this is one of those recordings. It's kind of a rowdy number, a little bit bluesy, called Mama Don't Allow No Lowdown Hanging Around. We're going to get Roy Andrade over here to kick it off for you. That's you.
2, 3.
Now Mama don't like it, sister don't care, Daddy don't like it, ain't gonna have it here. Mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. Now I don't care what Mama don't allow, having fun anyhow. Mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. Yes. Now you told me, honey, that you'd be true. Well, quit wearing clothes, let the sun shine through. Mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. But I don't care what my mama don't allow, have my fun anyhow. Mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. Oh, yes. Lowdown and buried. I woke this morning, hollered, please don't rain. Looked in the pants, seen the same old thing. Mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. Tell me, honey, like to change your name, or quit your worrying to me again. Mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. Now Mama don't like it, sister don't care, Daddy don't like it, ain't gonna have it here. Mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. Oh, but I don't care what my mama don't allow, have my fun anyhow. Mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. Friends, that was one called Mama Don't Allow No Lowdown Hanging Around. And I think it's time that I introduce this young man doing all the good MC work over here, playing that 5-string banjo, trying to get it in tune there. That's a big job. I don't know if he can do it, but I think he can if there's a man who can.
I brought 2 banjos just so no one could make banjo tuning jokes, and I failed.
Hey, you tried, and it's duly noted. Well, folks, that's one about Mama Don't Allow No Lowdown Hanging Around, and I reckon my mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around. She's here tonight with my dad, and it's his birthday, so everybody give him a big round of applause. Wherever you're at out there, Dad, thank y'all for coming out. So here's a tune about a place that's near and dear to my heart. If your mama don't allow no lowdown hanging around and you live in the big city of Churchill, Tennessee, there's a good chance you might end up in Rogersville at that old Hawkins County Jail. So I believe Keegan's going to get over here. Mr. Keegan Lucky Smith from all the way from Clyde, North Carolina. He's going to get over here and do that tune, the Hawkins County Jail.
I told you it'd make sense. I mean, not like a plot twist, but like came together.
Flows. Biographical.
I don't know if that's the right one either. We'll figure it out.
It's autobiographical if I say it, so.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Sleeping, I dreamed a pleasant dream. Dreamed I was floating down the golden stream. Woke up broken hearted in Hawkins County Jail. All my friends stand around, no one to go my bail. Come on down, Lula, $10 in her hand. Keys in her hand and shoving to the lock. Cheer up, my prisoner, I thought I heard him say. Send you round the White Owl with 7 years to stay. When I was sleeping, I dreamed a pleasant dream. Dreamed I was floating down the golden stream. Woke up broken hearted in Hawkins County Jail. All my friends stand around, no one to go my bail.
Thank you. So I want to tell you something cool that's happening with this band. A month from today, November 20th, we've been invited to go down to Mexico and in this kind of cultural exchange with two other bands. One band will be here this weekend, Bill and the Bells. You Bill and the Bells fans out there? Yeah? If you're not a Bill and the Bells fan, you should be. 3 of those folks came through our program here, and they're doing really good things out there. But that band and a bluegrass band, mostly out of Asheville, the Fireside Collective, the 3 of us are going to the southern part of Mexico. I think this is in the program. You might have read a little bit about this. And what we're doing is we're teaming up with 3 Mexican folk bands for this big concert on a Sunday. And supposedly 25,000 people come to this annual concert, and what we're doing in the days leading up to the concert is the 3 American bands are posting up at 3 different spots around this huge lake. They said it's about the size of Lake Tahoe, and around this lake are 28 native villages. So the 3 of our bands are going to post up, and each day we're going to do a little set of music and get to know the locals and kind of promote this big concert. And the next day we'll move to the next 2 villages and hopefully make our way all around there. So we're going for a week, and we couldn't be more excited. It's called Zinzanzun. That's where we're going, Zinzanzun, Mexico. Yeah. So that's about all I have to say about that. Thank you. We're pretty excited. So, you know, the thing about these bands at school, it's kind of like a little bit like a basketball team or something. People graduate, and then freshmen come in, and we're always sort of cycling folks in. Keegan has been in this band. This is his 2nd year, right? Yeah, 2nd year. Keegan's a graduate student in Appalachian Studies. Yeah.
Not great at counting.
Yeah, he's not the best counter. He studies music. Nathan is also a graduate student. Have you met Nathan yet? Yeah, you introduced him. Nathan's also a graduate student. And I want to introduce this gal back on the bass. Well, no, Nathan already introduced her too, Anissa Burnett. She is a junior.
No, I'm actually junior.
Junior, right.
Yeah.
Right. So the only fellow who hasn't been introduced is a good buddy of mine. We've traveled many, many miles together in vans. We traveled together in this band, the Real-Time Travelers, for a long time. And he's the first person I ever really saw in my life really getting on the clawhammer banjo, like really playing it well in Asheville when I was just a kid, and he was just a kid playing with his brother on Pack Square. And I thought, man, I want to do that. I'd heard a little bit of old-time banjo, but I'd never heard it played quite like that. And all these years later, we got to play in a band together and tour around the country and have all these crazy adventures. He's a friend for life and also a faculty member in our program. He's really kind of a legend in old-time music, Mr. Travis Stewart. So every semester we get together anew. This band we've been a band for about, 45 days. Yes, we start fresh, and thanks to Tyler for asking us here, because this was a big challenge for us to be the closing band here in front of, in a quiet, nice theater. It doesn't really get much better, so thank you for being here and indulging us. And we're having fun. We're going to play some more music. Is that good? Is anybody going to dance? Where's T-Love? I see Joy back there. We're going to get some more dancing? Too tired? You guys coming back tomorrow and staying for the weekend? Yes? No? Come on. This is a big deal up here in Southwest Virginia. Okay. Well, we'll do a song here and get another dance number here in a minute.
We're going to play you a song. This one's about a shoemaker who makes shoes for a living. And he lives in the early 1800s, and suddenly this machine comes along, and it ends up taking over his job pretty much because it makes shoes faster than he does. So it's kind of a sad song about how he loses pretty much all his work because of this machine. It's called Peg and All.
days of 18 and 2, pegging on. In
pegging shoes was all I do. Well, oh, lay me down my all, my pegging all. All you'd see. Well, oh, lay me down my all, my pegging all. In the days of 18 and 4, pegging all. In the days of 18 and 4, pegging all. In the days of 18 and 4, pegging shoes won't do no more. Well, oh, lay me down my all, my pegging all. They've invented a new machine, pegging all. They've invented a new machine, pegging all. They've invented a new machine, prettiest thing you've ever seen. Well, oh, lay me down my all, my pegging all. Makes 100 pair to my one, pegging all. Makes 100 pair to my one, pegging all. Makes 100 pair to my one, pegging shoes, it ain't no fun. Well, oh, lay me down my all, my pegging all.
Okay, listen. Let's get change the business uniforms all over. Lucky we have Dinah's up. We do Dinah's? Yeah, let's do Dinah's.
All right, so I think we mentioned him at the beginning of the show. He's not in the band, don't worry, we're not introducing anyone else. But his name's Fiddling Cowan Powers, and he had a family band. So to have a family band, he hatched his first batch of kids, because you gotta hatch a batch of kids to have a family band. That's a given. But apparently one batch wasn't enough for him, so many years later he hatched another batch. Because I guess having kids is like collecting commemorative chia pets. Can't have too many. I don't have kids, but I got a lot of chia pets. So he hatched his second batch of kids. I'm gonna quit saying hatching batches of kids, because he had another word for batch. Group of kids or something. Litter. Gaggle of children. And so, but he was pretty old at this point. But so if you want to meet those kids, a couple of them are still alive now. And he was born in what Roy, 1870s?
1870s, yeah.
He was born in the 1870s. So it's pretty cool to have like some people who are still alive that a parent was born in the 1870s. So if you want to talk to them, they're still alive. Roy talked to them. So, guess that wasn't that interesting, but felt pertinent at the time. So, but this is another one by him. I probably should have been tuning and not talking. But it's called Rocky Road to Dinah's House. Well, word just in. Nathan said it's not rocky anymore. It's been paved. Bum. bummer. Rocky Road, Dinah's house, think how long Terry. I'm going back, see her again, she's gonna wanna marry. Swing ma, swing pa, swing that gal from Arkansas. Take a drink of liquor from an animal, pull that calico from the wall. Swing 'em up, swing 'em down, all night long we'll swing around. Travel down, so it's dark and hazy. Every time I travel down, thinking about my Daisy. Swing ma, swing pa, swing that gal from Arkansas. Take a drink of liquor from an animal, pull that calico from the wall. Swing 'em up, swing 'em down, all night long we'll swing around. Turn around, let your mind jingle, hug and kiss pretty little girls as long as you stay single. Swing ma, swing pa, swing that gal from Arkansas. Take a drink of liquor from an animal, pull that calico from the wall. Swing 'em up, swing 'em down, all night long we'll swing around. Dinah's house, think how long Terry. I'm going back, see her again, she's gonna wanna marry. Swing ma, swing pa, swing that gal from Arkansas. Take a drink of liquor from an animal, pull that calico from the wall. Swing 'em up, swing 'em down, all night long we'll swing around.
That's getting right along with it there. That's the Rocky Road to Dinah's house. Thanks just a whole lot for that big round of applause there. All right, we've got another song on the program for you up next here. We've been doing mostly songs from right around this area, but here's one that we learned from a fellow named Low Stokes, and his North Georgians was the name of the band, and as that name would suggest, they're from North Georgia. But this tune right here seemed to fit right in with our set of music that we're doing. After a rough and rowdy tune like that, we've got to sing a song about country folks going to town and some of the things that might happen when that happens. I know I sure do relate to this one sometimes. So we've got everybody getting switched around there. Travis Stewart's going to get over there on the 5-string banjo. Keegan's going to come back around on the mandolin. Roy over there getting his fiddle all tuned up, looking ready to go. You ready to go, Roy? Yeah. Gotta tune those banjos on the program. We tune because we care. All right. I am a jolly farmer. Last night I went to town. I picked a bale of cotton. I'd worked the whole year round. Hitched my team in the wagon yard and bought me a bottle of gin. Went out to see those electric lights and watched the cars roll in. I met a dude down on the street, the clock was striking 9. He says, come on, oh hey, see, come take a drink, it's mine. Must have bought about a dozen drinks, 'cause it hit my pocketbook hard. Wish I'd got me half a pint and stayed in the wagon yard. I'm here to talk with sense. If you want to see those electric lights, just look on over the fence. Don't monkey with them city dudes, you'll find they're slick as Lord. Go on and get you a half a pint and stay in the wagon yard. In the Hardshell Church down near Parsons Rut. And when sisters hear about my spree, it's bound to make them hot. I've been out on the party, I've led the pace that killed. When I woke, that gang had gone and left me all the bills. I found them on the corner by Soul Salvation Hall. Well, that drunken bunch was out there singing, Jesus paid it all. Shipped me out in a dry goods box, and boys, my pillow was hard. Wish I'd got me a half a pint and stayed in the wagon yard.
Well, that went awfully fast. We got one more here, and again, thanks for having us, Tyler, Todd. This has been fun. Didn't get much better, and thank you, folks, with ETSU Old Time. We're actually after this tune, we're the band formerly known as the ETSU Old Time Pride Band. If you have any good name suggestions for us, we're open. We'll do one more fiddle tune here. One last chance to dance. Hope everybody has a good weekend. It's going to be beautiful all day tomorrow and Sunday up here in southwestern Virginia, and hope you can get up here for the Crafts Festival. And
it would be awfully hard to buy baskets if you weren't here for the Crafts Festival tomorrow.
There you go, words of wisdom. Alrighty, so Keegan Lucky Smith, Roy Andrade, Nathan Sykes, Anissa Burnett, Travis Stewart. Thank you. We'll see you next time.